Hey guys, my name's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face using products only from Walmart. I also tried to make sure that I not only used makeup products from Walmart, but also that all of my brushes and tools were from Walmart as well. I think only my makeup sponge and one of the eyeshadow brushes was the only things that were not from Walmart. I really wanted to focus on Walmart because I feel like it's a place, most of us are going at least once a week doing our grocery shopping or whatever, but I feel like it's a place that's accessible to almost everybody, and also the prices are so affordable. Another thing that I tried to focus on in this video was kind of stepping away for a second from all of the new products. I feel like left and right we're getting bombarded in social media with all the new products and new releases coming out. So some of these things are newer to Walmart or the drugstore, but they've been on the market for a while. So these may be things that you already have in your collection, so you can go back and pull out these things that maybe have been pushed to the back of your makeup drawer for a little while. So if you like this makeup look, or if you're interested in seeing what makeup products Walmart has to offer, all you have to do is keep on watching this video. But before we do that, please don't forget to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button and notification bell down below so you know every time I upload a new video. But let's just go ahead and get started. To start off this look, I'm going to be using two different primers from e.l.f. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Matte Oil Control Primer, and then I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So I'm going to go in with the oil control one first, just because I feel like this one is supposed to fill in your pores too, but I just feel like the putty one does a little bit of a better job with that. So now that one's all smoothed out, I'm going to go in with the putty primer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. You don't need too much. I'm going to fill in anywhere that I'm really worried about bigger pores, mainly like my T-zone area. e.l.f. I feel like is a really good brand at Walmart or the drugstore for primers because they have so many different types. So even if you're not oily, they have a lot of different hydrating ones, and they have, typical primers like the ones I've used here, or they also have spray ones. So really whatever you're looking for, e.l.f. is a really good brand at Walmart where you can find a primer for you. For foundation today, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation. So this is the one for normal to oily skin, and I have mine in the shade 118 Light Beige. Now I used to really love the dewy and smooth version of this one, but now that my skin is more oily, I wanted to try out the matte and poreless, and I have heard that this one actually does work well for drier skin too. I've just heard that it gives a really nice finish. Start blending this one out. And then for today's video, I'm going to do the best I can with using brushes and tools from Walmart, but if I cannot, I will just make sure that I do use drugstore or affordable brands. So this sponge is actually from Morphe, and I believe it's only $8. You can get it at Ulta, so much more affordable than the typical beauty blender. I will say the one thing that I don't really like about this foundation is that it doesn't have a pump. I have heard that the MAC foundation pumps are supposed to fit with it. I just tried it with mine. It doesn't really work that great, but I feel like it could work. It's just not a perfect fit. Okay, so there's the foundation blended out. I do feel like it gives a nice smooth finish. I really do like it, and I feel like it has about a medium coverage. I'm okay with the layers I got going on right now, but I feel like you could build this up even more if you wanted to. So now for concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer, and I have mine in the shade 100 Pure Ivory. I'm just going to do my normal spots. And then again, just taking that same sponge, blend it out. Ever since I discovered the Tarte Shape Tape, I do feel like it's hard to find an even decent drugstore concealer, just because I feel like that one is just, it's so above anything else that I've ever tried. But I actually do feel like this one gives pretty good, decent coverage. Now that the concealer is all blended out, I'm going to use one of my favorite products, this powder, to set it into place. This is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. This is what it looks like here. And then I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. small tapered brush to set with. I'm just going to go everywhere we place the concealer. I really love this powder because it fills in your pores, but it also gives a little bit of a mattifying effect, but not too drying. I feel like if you do have dry skin, it would work for you too. Now that the concealer is set for my brows, I'm going to be going in with the Neutrogena Nourishing Brow Pencil. I have mine in the shade Blonde, and this is what it looks like here. I do like this that it has a spoolie on the end. So this brow pencil is kind of nice because it has a little bit of a waxy texture to it, so I feel like you don't need to go back in with a brow gel. It kind of holds it itself. Another really good drugstore or brow pencil that you can pick up from Walmart would be the L'Oreal brow pencil. It's pretty much like a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I do have to say I like the original Anastasia one a little bit better, but you really can't beat the price. So that one's another good option too if you're looking more for like the twist up mechanical style, because this one you do have to sharpen. So now next up, and I promise this whole video will not be entirely e.l.f. It will be other brands from Walmart, but it's just such a great affordable brand. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade Fair Light. I'm using this e.l.f. Beautifully Precise powder brush. I'm just going to quickly dust over the rest of my face so that the foundation is set down before we go in with the rest of our face products. For contour, I'm going to be going in with my Kokie Powder Contour Palette. This is what it looks like here. I know not all Walmarts carry this, but there are a few near me that do, and I've also seen it at CVS if it is something that you're really looking for. So I'm going to go in with this middle shade here, and this is my Eco Tools Define Brush. Just going to get it on the point. We're just going to do a little bit of a light contour. And now I don't know about comparing the quality because I do not have the other one myself, but I have heard that this is a really great dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. Now again, I don't know about the quality compared to that one since I don't have it, but I have seen photos of it, and you know, color-wise and the style of the palette, it really looks pretty much the same. Now while we still have this palette out, I'm actually going to go back in with my e.l.f. small tapered brush, use a little bit of this banana shade here, and just kind of brighten under the eyes a little bit. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This one is the shade Apricot in the middle. This is what it looks like here. This is one of my favorite drugstore blushes, and they have it in a bunch of different shades. I also really like in the shade Rosé Champagne. And for this, I'm using the Eco Tools Blending and Bronzing brush. I like how it's kind of like a stipple brush. It makes it really nice to diffuse and blend out your blush. I do like these blushes because they do have a tiny bit of shimmer to it, but nothing glittery. Next, I'm going to be using that same brush, and for my bronzer, I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer in this shade Sunkissed Bronzer. We're just going to warm up the skin. Now that we've got a little color back in our face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. This one is in the shade 100 Molten Gold. I really, really love this highlighter. This is probably one of the best ones, I would say, from Walmart or just the drugstore in general. It is like a true like champagne gold, but I feel like if you go in with a light hand, it can really work for, you know, even really light skin tones, but it works on dark skin tones as well. And for this, I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush. I'm gonna go back in with that bronzer brush, just kind of blend everything together. So that's pretty much the face all done. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Eyeshadow Palette. I have mine in the Tropical Days. Ooh, look how pretty that holographic. This palette comes in two different varieties. So this one is a Tropical Days one. I'm not sure what the other one's called, but it's something night, so I'm guessing that this is supposed to be more of the daytime colors, and then that one is the nighttime colors. So I do like how on the back of this it has the shades and their names, and then it has a couple different like sample looks you could try out. To start off this look, I'm going to be going in with the shade White Sand, so that's kind of this cream matte shade here. I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. and set down the lids with this, just to get a good base started. And in case you're wondering, this does still have the same like kind of tropical scent as the bronzer, just like all the other butter products from the line from Physicians Formula have. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Coastal Chic and kind of use this as a transition shade. This is my blending brush from Essence. Just gonna blow that out in the crease. Very pretty shade, perfect for a transition color. Next, I'm going to take this kind of deeper mauve shade. This is called Island Hopping. I'm just going to use that with the same brush to kind of start defining the outer V in the crease a little bit more. To deepen up the outer V a little bit more, I'm going to be using this deep matte brown shade. This is called Coco Loco, and this brush I actually got in a set from Equate Beauty at Walmart. I'm going to lightly deepen up that outer V. Start with a little bit of product. You can always add more. It's hard to take away. Next, I'm going to go back in with that e.l.f. shadow brush and the first white shade we use, White Sand. Kind of just brighten back up the inner corner a little bit. I'm thinking if I want to keep this look matte or use some of the shimmers. So I think I'm actually going to go in with a shimmery shade. This is called Sightseeing. This, the inner 2/3 of the eye. For the lower lash line, I do think I want to go in with one of these brighter colors. I think because we kind of have like a lot of purple going on the top. Maybe I'll try a little bit of this blue. This is called Rolling Tides. I'm going to use this short, stiff brush. This is from Moda. Blend this out on the lower lash line. Okay, so to soften up that blue a little bit, I'm going to use this e.l.f. crease brush. And I think I'm going to go in with the shade. I'm going to go back in with Coastal Chic that we started with. Just run that along and help blend and soften that up. Next, for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris. This is the Infallible Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner. This is in the shade Black. And I'm going to do this off camera real quick and then I'll be right back. So actually off camera, I just went ahead and completely finished the eye look. So I did the liner, I didn't do a wing or anything. I just did a little simple line. For mascara, I used the Maybelline Last Sensational Curvitude in black. And then for the inner corner and brow bone, I just used, again, the Maybelline Master Chrome Molten Gold highlighter, the same one that we used on the face. So I think just a few more finishing touches. I'm going to use the e.l.f. This is the Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. Now this is a plumping gloss, but it's not going to burn your lips or anything like that. Just kind of gives a nice shine to the lips. And finally, for setting spray, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. This is the 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. Okay, so here is the finished product. This is a full face of using makeup products only from Walmart. So now there are other places where you can purchase these products at, but I really wanted to focus on things that you can purchase on Walmart because I feel like for most of us, at least if you're like me, you're going to Walmart once a week anyway. It's not somewhere out of the way, but it's also where you're gonna find a lot more affordable products. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you enjoyed this look. So please don't forget to leave in the comments down below what are your favorite products from Walmart. Also, don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it, and please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I see you in the next one. Bye guys.